Live, perfect. Thanks, Tino. How are you, mate?
I'm good, thanks, Craig. All good, all good. Are you?
Yeah, really good. Well, other than working from home and homeschooling two kids, I'm all right, yeah.
Tell me about it. Tell me
Working
about
harder
it.
at home than I do in the office.
Yeah, I know the feeling well.
So that's where I wanted to start, really, mate, because we've been locked down for, what are we now? We're about 10
We're
or
nearly
11
10
weeks.
weeks, I think. Yeah, 10, 11 weeks, I think.
What are you doing, mate, for lockdown? What are you doing?
I think like most sort of people keeping their heads down. Just working really. Both of us are working from homes at full time. Neve's jumping between working up in Preston Hospital and continuing her uni studies. She started her dissertation. And then Emer's been homeschooling, and it's been going surprisingly well. Actually, we're actually very proud of how she's conducting herself there. But yeah, it's just like everybody else. And then spare time, I don't think my gardens ever looked as good. The house smells of fresh paint everywhere we go, so we're squaring things up because we've just got the time to do it. So it's great.
It's happy days, and I noticed
Yeah,
you've been buying all kinds of nonsense on Amazon, haven't you? What have you got? A heat gun for your weeds. You've got these things you strap to your shoes to aerate your lawn.
The aerating shoes are the best thing I ever built. They're fantastic. I can get my steps in and aerate my grass at the same time. It's brilliant.
Billy, next thing you'll be starting up a Green Thumb franchise.
We'll see.
So listen, Tino, for people that perhaps don't know you, you're a very familiar face around Hoppers. You know, I see you down there Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We seem to be there a lot, don't we? And so for people that don't know, you are one of our second team coaches, so part of Arnie's first team coaching squad. You also head up what I think is perhaps arguably the most important thing that we've got going in the club, and that's the generation now, the regeneration of girls rugby. Mm-hmm. So under 13s, under 18s, I think you're looking at there. Yeah. So what are you doing with the girls team at the moment?
At the moment, we just had our virtual awards night, so we had a big sort of a shindig online, as you say. You know, they all had a bit of fancy dress on. One of them even had a mask of me and a very large pillow stuck up their top, you know, sort of thing, and it came as me, which was great fun. But the girls have been great in the lockdown. We've all myself and the parents, we've decided to keep in touch, do quizzes, bingo, because it's like all mini junior rugby. The kids come for not only the rugby, they come to interact with each other. They come because they're friends, and you make friends for life in rugby. So keeping them together is keeping their spirits up, and they're having fun, which is most important, and it keeps their minds off things too, you know. So it's been going really well.
So tell us a bit about how many girls you've got playing rugby now, because this was from a standing start, wasn't it?
Yeah, it virtually was. I mean, over for about 2-3 years, it was slowly increasing. Started off with 3 or 4, and then up to 6, up to 12. And about 2 years ago, I think we had about 12 or 13 on the book, so sort of registered. Sort of just before we went into lockdown, we were hitting about 42, and that's across 13s, 15s, and 18s, and they're not all even across. It was mostly 15s and 18s, but that's really good, and it's kind of a thing where if you put the energy in at the start, it kind of rolls itself, because as the girls come and enjoy it, they tell other girls. And just like a virus spreading, the word gets out, and more of them come. So, and that's exactly what sort of happened. So the hard work was done up front, and it's got a nice momentum now. And we just poke it now and again, just keep in contact with schools and even other sports. It'll come to us and say, you know, we've got these girls that are sort of finished, because are sort of interested in playing rugby. They play hockey on a Wednesday, they want to play rugby on a Sunday. Yeah, come along. You know, it's not a problem. You know, so it's been going really well. So our numbers are good, and hopefully we're looking to increase that, so the production line keeps happening. And what's great to see is more girls playing in the actual minis. You know, we're seeing more and more girls playing in the under 10s, under 9s, under 8s, which is fantastic. And that's what we want as well, because we want a home for these girls when they finish at under 11s. Because normally there's not So we want a home for these girls to come in and enjoy their rugby and actually continuing, and it's actually continuing.
Mate, I couldn't agree more.
Enjoy that. It's brilliant.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And I don't say it lightly when I tell you that I think it's one of the most important, if not the most important part of the club. You know, it's 2020 now. The club's 150 years old, and if we truly want to be a community club, then we need to cater for everybody within that community. And I think the natural progression was to bring girls through from that younger age. So eventually we can populate the women's first 15. Absolutely, and we're not having to bring players in from other clubs, which we'll always do anyway, to strengthen the ranks. But what you're doing with the mini girls and the junior girls, I think you should be incredibly proud of. Gender balance matters, and it matters to Preston Grasshoppers.
Yeah, it's important to know as well. It is a team. It is a team effort. It's a massive team effort. I mean, the parents I've had from the start, and the new parents joining them, even they feel the momentum and the enthusiasm. And they help a lot. I mean, they go out of their way to really, really support me. Without them, it wouldn't have happened. It just wouldn't have happened. But I'm not finished yet. There's no way this project's finished yet. It's got a long time to run, and we're just not going to stop. We're really, really
good
build it. You know.
Yeah, run hard with this, Tino. You're doing a great job. And I look at you and I see a really innovative coach, whether that be with the senior men's. Or the junior girls, and the work you did with the ladies 15. When you hear the term new normal, how do you assimilate that with coaching? What do you think the new normal is going to be for yourself going forward, mate?
I am from what I'm gathering, from what I can see, what our game is going to look like when we come back. I'm really excited about it, and I'll tell you why. There is negativity about it. You read on social media, all the coaches coming in, they're reducing the scrum, they're reducing the contact time, they're actually reducing they're reducing the tackle, and all that basic sort of thing. But what that allows you to do as a coach is encourage kids to really explore the game, is stay on their feet, move the ball, get quicker, get sharper, take a risk, because a lot of kids don't like playing rugby because of the contact. And essentially, we are not a contact sport. We are a sport of evasion. We like to run round people and through gaps and hit the backfield and get that ball over the line. I think the new norm will allow us to do that more and really inspire kids just to take that extra step and take that extra risk. And I think out of this, we're going to have a hell of a generation of players if the coaches get it right and they absolutely embrace it. And that's what I'm looking forward to as a coach with the new norm. If we get a chance to do it, I am going to run with this, and I'm going to run with this hard, especially with the girls. And I've told them exactly what I've laid out the plans, and they're really excited about it because a lot of them are nervous about the contact, and you can see it in games. And they kind of think they're not going to progress in rugby if they can't go into if they can't tackle. There's players in the Premiership that can't tackle. There's players in international rugby that can't tackle. But what they bring to the game is their skill, their handling skill, their speed, the way they can adapt, the way they can make decisions. We can enhance those skills without the contact and make them actually better players. And then as the game comes back, as we're allowed to bring it back into the contact, their confidence levels are going to be here. And that's where they'll probably embrace the contact even better. Yeah. So I'm really excited about it. I'm genuinely excited about it.
It looks like it.
Especially from a mini junior perspective. I think it'll allow us to develop players really well.
Yeah, and when you start to scale that up through the mini junior boys, through the girls, into senior men's and women's rugby, as you say, we could be spawning here a really good generation of technically gifted rugby players. And what I'm hearing you say now is, look, let's concentrate on the player, not the position. Doesn't really matter what the number is on the back.
It doesn't matter. It's only for a set piece. After that, play rugby. Run in the gaps. Get into the backfield. Basically, get your mates around you and enjoy it. And kids, if you let kids explore, and this new norm hopefully will allow us to let kids explore the game more. They're going to be good players. Kids surprise you if you let them explore it. They'll surprise you what they come up with, and they surprise themselves.
Can't
Can't wait.
I'm excited for you.
I know, man. I'm on it, mate. It's brilliant.
Because that leads us actually nicely in just the last thing I'm looking for, really. Because I touched on where you are as a second team coach, yourself and Muzz. And we're not sure yet when we're coming back, obviously. But what would your aspirations be for the work that you're doing with the second team boys?
I think it's to keep going. I think in a second team, I can understand it's actually difficult for lads because they want to play first team. They won't go into. Lads aren't in the second team basically just to stay there, and I don't expect them to be. They want to be first team players, and part of your job as a coach is to actually manage that, and it's hard for the player, and it's hard for you, but it has to be done. And the reason it has to be done is because you want that player to get better and better and better. A good first team is underpinned by a good second team. Brilliant example of that's Caldy. Caldy's first team run through the league. Caldy's second team run through the league. They can interchange players from those two. That's the position we want to be in. And me and Mark are in total agreement with this. We want to push our second team as close to the first team as possible. If I can make a first team player uncomfortable in his shirt because the players we have are getting better and better, that's going to make him a better player, and that makes a better squad. And as long as we embrace that and make that happen, we're going to have a really good senior setup. We'll have a really good senior setup. There's some great players there. It's great young lads coming through. Great young lads currently in the seconds. Some great lads in the first team. Let's get some good competition going, but let's get the second team really up there to do that. And that's what I want to do.
Yeah, and that's a really good aspiration, I think, Tina. There are some good players, aren't there? Some really good youngsters coming through. Yeah. One or two returning, I guess, in the summer from university and different things. And it'd be interesting to see, because the next one of these we sit down and talk with you, and I will be talking with Arnie. And then Gareth Dyer. It'd be interesting to hear how they see that second team underpinning the ones. But mate, that's a really good insight into what you're doing for the club, and I think we'll leave it at that. But thank you very, very much for your time.
No, thank you, Craig. It was good to chat. So, thanks very much and good luck. Cheers.
Cheers, pal. Thank you.